No, 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 no. This can't be happening. Taking a moment to compose myself, I called out. Is anyone there? I'm stuck in here. Help! I started slamming the doors as panic took hold. Unless there was a raspy moan from behind me. I turned my head and I screamed. Ah! Across me was a growing blotch of darkness, an oozing mass that seemed to melt through the walls. I scrambled away, my back felt against the doors. A hand emerged from the withering form, grasping at the edges. Foul-smelling black ichor dripping from its fingers. Oh my gosh, another arm followed suit, clinging to the other side. Alone on a Friday night, and I'm spending it here. My fingers are sluggish as they typed out the last bit of conclusion needed to finish off my paper. I didn't even bother spell checking the rest, my hand dragging the cursor across the close document. Alright, time to submit it. I typed out my regards to Mr. Holdman. I kindly find the attached file of assignment. Your student, Danny. Oh. There we go. There we go. Stifling a yawn, I turn on my phone to check the time. 2:53 a.m. 2:53 a.m. The universal experience of losing sleep and gaining eye bags as a college student came to grace me in its hold once again. It seems. At least it's weekend. Alright. Turning off the computer, it suddenly hit me how quiet it was without my fingers tapping away at the keyboard. Everyone else had already left. Excuse me. Campus was open 24/7, but who else was dumb enough to push their luck in submitting their assignment this late? I consider myself lucky Mr. Hoffman gave me the extended deadline, otherwise I'd be in trouble. Still, there was also the rumors. Disembodied voices echoing through the empty rooms, heavy footsteps shuffling down the halls. Those who were lucky claimed to see a black silhouette skulking around in the vending machine at the end of the corridor, staring at them. I wasn't that superstitious type, but I had to admit the eerie silence of being the only person here gave me the creeps. I was recording all the gossip spread around the student body when a sound made me perk up. Was that the sound? The sound of the door opening? Wait, can I see it? I glanced behind me over the monitor to see if someone had come in. Oh, please. If there's a shadow looking at me, bro. Nobody. Ah! I ignored the gossip, goosebumps rising on my arms as I gathered up my items into my bag. Superstitious or no, I've done what I came here for. Time to go. I shambled to the elevators and tapped the button. It rumbled to life, slowly making its way up to the floor. Just a couple more minutes and I'm out of here, I assured myself. I don't know why, but I found myself constantly checking behind me as if expecting somebody there. Yet, it's always empty every time I look. I tapped the button some more. The hairs at the back of my neck stood as if I was being watched. That's the footsteps. I clenched my fists, ignoring how sweaty they felt in my pockets. Is there someone behind me? The breathing. Ah, the ding dong. I jumped. Door slid open as I released the breath I didn't realize I was holding. I didn't even consider looking back as I stepped inside, refusing to turn around until the doors closed. The chipper background music that played calmed me down. I'm almost in disbelief they were still playing it at this hour. Almost. I pressed the button for the ground floor, the elevator moving with a small jolt. With nothing to do but wait, I stared at the numbers slowly descended. The lull of the elevator was starting to make me sleepy. I thought of the things I could do once I got home, just to distract myself from the rest of the ride. A shower for sure. What's going on? I blinked up at the flickering lights. The elevator shuddered and came to an abrupt halt. The music cut out. I tried the button for the ground floor, then the rest. Unresponsive. Pushing into the intercom button gave me nothing but static. Hello? No, this can't be happening. Taking a moment to compose myself, I called out. Is anyone there? I'm stuck in here, help! I started slamming the doors as panic took hold. There had to be someone out there. Help! Please, I'm in here! I didn't stop for a good minute, getting more and more desperate as tears welled up in my eyes. Why? Why now? Why me? I knocked my forehead against the door in a slump, ready to crawl up and cry. This sucks! I was about to turn before I felt a chill run up my spine. The air felt heavy. This is claustrophobia setting in. I didn't think I had a fear of closed spaces. Unless there was a raspy moan from behind me. I turned my head and I screamed. Ah! Across me was a growing blotch of darkness, an oozing mass that seemed to melt through the walls. I scrambled away, my back felt against the doors. A hand emerged from the withering form, grasping at the edges. Foul-smelling black ichor dripping from its fingers. Oh my gosh, another arm followed suit, clinging to the other side. I couldn't look away. No, it's looking at me. I couldn't find my voice to scream. A face took shape. It smiled at me, a pair of hollow eyes and a maniac grin with several ugly teeth. It seemed to smile directly at me. Ooh, I blacked out. That's not what you want to do. Wake up! Hey! I heard a voice, panicked and flustered from behind, above me. Woo! A person. A person was looming over me, visibly worried as I blinked behind to consciousness. You're alive. I couldn't really check for a pulse, so anyway, are you okay? No, don't call her a creep. She just, let's say, I think so. Whew, I'm glad. It didn't seem to scare you back there. Wait, that was you? I realized I was still in the elevator, but now with a stranger twiddling their thumbs in front of me. They were taller than me, looking a few good inches past my head. I'm a dude in this situation, right? Their limbs looked even more awkward in the baggy sweater they had. Wait, this can't be a person. This had to be like an evil spirit or a lost spirit. She's kind of cute though. Anyway, with the shaggy messy hair, the you know what? I wasn't sure if they forgot to wash their hair, wash her makeup, or if she just slept for 3 days straight. Possibly both. I realized they were staring at me as well. Their eyes focused on me too long, as if they'd forgotten how to blink. So I suddenly remembered the last thing I saw. That creepy shadow from the walls. But before you were here, there was something crawling out on the walls. Did you? I know it sounds insane, but I swear it looks straight out of a horror movie. Why is she sweating? Why do you look away? The stranger looked nervous. Crap. They think I'm crazy. Don't look at me like that. No, I believe you for sure. You saw it too? Well, sort of. Sorry. I was really trying to be me sneaky. That must have been uncomfortable to watch. Come again? What are you saying? Well, I heard you yelling for help and I couldn't just leave you alone, so I did the next best thing I could. You knocked me out? I knew it. You saying that creepy silhouette thing was you? Shoot. I'll take that any day. I think so. Phew, I'm glad. Didn't mean to scare you back there. I realized I was still in the elevator, but now with a stranger twiddling their thumbs in front of me. She was taller than me, looking a few good inches past my head. But their limbs looked even more awkward in the baggy sweater. I wasn't sure if she forgot to wash their hair, wash away their makeup, or if they just haven't slept for 3 days straight. Possibly both. I realized they would start staring at me as well. Her eyes focused on me a little too long, as if they'd forgotten how to blink. So I suddenly remembered the last thing I saw, that creepy shadow from the walls. But before you were here, there was something crawling out on the walls. I know it sounds insane, but I swear it looked straight out of a horror movie. The stranger looked nervous. Crap, they think I'm crazy. Don't look at me like that. No, I believe you, for sure. You saw it too? Well, sort of. Sorry, I was really trying to be sneaky. That must have been uncomfortable to watch, huh? Come again? What are you saying? Well, I heard you yelling for help and I couldn't leave you alone, so I did the next best thing I could. Are you saying that was you? Yes, in a way. There's really no easy way to say this. I'm not alive. Not the way you are. Did they mean... You mean like a ghost? The stranger lit up appreciatively. Basically, you must have heard the rumors, right? Well, it's me. In the flesh. Well, sans the flesh. Oh, I'm gonna believe her. Since we didn't get the good ending in the first one, I'm gonna say I believe her. I feel like this isn't the worst situation to be meeting a ghost for the first time. The stranger gave a sigh of relief. Thank you for trusting me. I'd like to ask your name, but I already know that it's Danny. How did you... I've been watching you for a while. Ooh, so you've been watching me? That's kind of creepy in a romantic way. A cute ghost who watches me. All right. Who's looking out for me? Excuse me? Tonight, I've been watching you for a while tonight. It's not safe to be alone. I would know. Before I could ask further, she straightened. Anyways, I stuck around to see you write your paper. I didn't necessarily agree with your hypothesis, but interesting nevertheless. Thanks, I think. She gave a shy smile. No problem. This wasn't the way I expected my night to go, but I guess the sooner I accepted it, the better. I should probably ask for her name instead of calling her a stranger. You know my name? What about yours? Oh. She looked away, fingers picking at their sleeve. I don't remember. I know who I was and what I did when I was alive, but not my name. Strange, isn't it? Have you ever thought of picking one yourself? Her eyes widened as if the thought never occurred to her. I never expected a name. I never needed a name. But if I were to have one, I've always liked the way Alma sounds. Oh, that's such a cute name. It's perfect for her. Oh, look at that smile. Her smile widened. Thank you, Danny. Alma went back to twiddling her fingers. We stood in silence for a while, gouging on what to say next. I kept glancing back at her hands, wondering if they'd feel as solid as they looked. They knew I was staring but didn't seem to mind, waiting patiently in front of me. My thoughts were running wild from sleep deprivation and shock to actually form words past our introductions, to be honest. They started humming softly, as if to fill the silence. That's when it hit me. For a ghost, they could easily be a student, just like me. I have to ask, how did you... Alma had a knowing look in their eyes. Oh man, it's honestly kind of embarrassing. Come, let's push a little further. Insist. Despite having no blood flowing through her veins, her cheeks seemed to darken. We don't have to get into it. But I really want to know, please. She hesitated before nodding. Promise you won't make fun of me? I promise. I promise, my dear Alma. Okay. So I was staying late working on an assignment, just like you. No one was around, even back when I was known as a loner most of the time. It didn't bother me. While I was working, I got thirsty. No big deal. So I headed over to the vending machine for a drink. She paused, hands shaking. She clasped at the wrist and twisted before continuing. Just a soda. Not too much to ask, right? I paid for the damn thing, but somehow my hand got stuck in the dispenser. Oh my goodness, you clumsy cute. She's clumsy and cute. Alma, you are the best. So I pulled and pulled, and well, she struggled a bit before I waved for them to continue. It fell. I felt my whole body being crushed under the weight. I couldn't even cry for help. And the whole time my hand was still stuck on that thing. Not that I could even tell. I think my wrist was beyond saving at that point. She snuck into themselves. I died trying to get some cheap soda. How pathetic is that? No, Alma, it's not pathetic. I'm sorry that happened to you. And you were by yourself. If I had been there, I would be there to rescue you any day, Alma. Like a hero, like Superman. And tell you everything's gonna be okay. Oh, Alma, and now you have to die here. I feel so sorry. It's not. I'm sorry that happened to you. I put my hand over hers. It passed right through, giving an ice-cold chill at my fingertips, but Alma seemed to appreciate it nevertheless. She looked up at me, with nervous hands finally coming to a stop. I've never told anyone about it before. I didn't think it would feel this freeing. Thank you. You know, I think you're a really great person. I want to help get you out of here. I tilted my head in confusion. What? You know how to get me out of here? How are you going to do that? I can try some things. That is, if you trust me. Oh my gosh, look, they say trust, Alma, trust. Anyways, I already trust her. I mean, why would the ghost come in here, visibly checking on me if I'm okay right after I passed out? Let's trust Alma with all our heart. She clapped her hands excitedly. Oh, she's so adorable. Okay, here we go. You might want to hold on to something. What? Before I could ask further, the elevator began to drop, my heart plunging into my throat as my weight shifted upwards. Alma! Hang on, let me focus. The buttons for each floor flashed beside me. I closed my eyes shut and started to trust her. It felt like a roller coaster headed straight to the ground. The air wheezed around me. I grit my teeth and clenched my hands, knuckles probably white if I bothered to look. And just like that, it stopped. I yelped as the elevator jolted. I landed on my butt with a smack. I blinked, my eyes open to see Alma clapping excitedly. They looked over to see me on the floor and gestured towards the doors. She cracked open as if manually pulled apart by an unseen force. My jaw dropped as I realized she really did bring me to the ground floor. You really did it, Alma. I did. I never got to do that before. Oh, Alma, I couldn't believe my eyes. I stood and threw my arms around Alma, only to completely pass through her. She yelped and backed away to the wall. Give a signal before you do that. I don't appreciate feeling hands inside of me. It's gross. Ah, sorry. I gathered myself and stepped to the doors, Alma following suit. Sure enough, the lobby was empty. The clock on the wall indicating it was close to 4 a.m. 4 a.m.? Well, I guess this is it. I turned to see Alma trying hard not to reach for her hands, fingertips twitching to intertwine with one another. It all happened so fast. It sunk in that now I could leave and go home right now if I wanted to. Alma, thank you. I appreciate it. You are incredible. Oh, I really hope we can become something more, you know. Our chemistry is just so immaculate. I hope I'm using that word right. She nodded understandingly. I stood there for a moment as she looked at me before averting her eyes. She was waiting for me to leave. I grasped at my phone inside my pocket, mustering the courage to ask what I wanted to ask. Would you ever want to hang out again? She did a double take. Huh? Would you want to hang out? She said yes. She said yes. But why would you want to? Why wouldn't I? I like you. Oh, she's blushing. Once again, her cheeks darkened despite being her. I like you too. Oh, she likes me back. Yeah, I'd love to hang out again. Great, preferably when I'm, not stuck and helpless in an elevator. My heart skipped a beat as she laughed lightly. Oh, Elma. Preferably, of course. I'll see you next week. Yes, don't worry about the time and place. I can always find you, wherever you are in the building. Kind of unsettling, but okay. Stay safe, Danny. I waved and headed towards the entrance, pulling my phone out to call for a driver from one of my apps. When I turned to look back, Alma was already gone. Good ending. 2. Friends for life or more. Oh my goodness. That was beautiful. That was Lift Your Spirits, everyone. A great click story game. I loved Alma. She was amazing. She wasn't evil. She was sinister, She was just a ghost who was shy, bro. Mind you, she said she was alone. Before she was dead, she was alone. Oh, Alma, don't worry. I'm here for you now. We can be friends forever. But the thing is, you're a ghost. If you were a person, we could have gone to so many places. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified about my videos. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye, everyone.